Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel, babies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Hello. Huh? Oh, okay, okay, good, good, good. I'm glad you're doing good today. Me, honey, just another busy day in the neighborhood, as always, baby. And I'm thankful that it's a busy day, because that means people buying life insurance policies, which I love. Still working on that information that I want to share with y'all about preparing for the future. Because everybody gonna be come knocking on that door one day, and you need to be prepared. I don't sell life insurance. I just can, help you figure out a way of how to make sure that everything is managed in one place, so that when we all cross over, your family that's here ain't looking for nothing, ain't searching for nothing. Everything is in one place. But anyway, how y'all doing? He already asked y'all that. Sure, pay attention. Ooh, we almost at the weekend, y'all. This been a long week, right? Friday Eve. This been a long ass week, but we still here, and I thank God that we can inhale and exhale. Because unfortunately, somebody didn't have that package called present today. So we can thank God for this gift of life, right? All right, y'all was doing some talking yesterday. Y'all was like, I ain't say nothing. I ain't say shit yesterday, Sharp, and I'm talking today. Got people threatening me about saying that damn, what's his name? Jacob looked fine. He looked fine. You got people writing paragraphs, which I love. They appreciate me appreciating y'all words, because like I always said, that your words do matter over here. I used to do a segment called Front Porch. I just can't manage that no more, because it was a lot of talking, and it would take me about 4 or 5 hours just to get through reading everybody's comments. So I do respond. I do respond. I take the time and let you know that I'm just not asking you to comment, but that I am conversate with you. God dog it, I got a degree in communications. Why the fuck not use it? You know what I'm saying? This is a relationship we got here. It ain't just a one way thing, baby. You say it, I speak, and I speak and you say. We listen too. That's what we do. So yeah, your words matter. Everybody's words matter, and I really appreciate everybody's theories. Everybody's telling me about their childhood games and everything. The strange thing was that when I was talking to my daughter yesterday, I did not realize that yesterday was the 14th year anniversary of Whitney Houston's transition. I just happened to talk about a bad damn knee, her knee dislocated, and it was the same day, 14 years ago, when Whitney Houston passed away, that my daughter dislocated her knee. So I had no idea. That's that Sha Na Na that be thinking, bubbling on the inside. But anyway, I might go. Let me do a little surprise real quick. All right, I just want to read some people's names. Everybody who had something to say yesterday. I ain't reading y'all words now, because some of y'all, like I said, y'all was out here writing books. So I want to say thank you, Shay Babe, for saying, me talking about your boo Jacob. I mean, he fine, girl. Look, my mama taught me, when I see something pretty, go ahead and compliment. And honey, he pretty. I want to thank Roberts June 26th. Thank you, Miss June. Thank you so much. Girl, you need a drink too. I'm telling you, that scene yesterday when Nicole was off the chain. Jasmine Williams, she was like, she's talking about yuck to a hard note to Double D Mosquito and Bill in the bed together. I tell you, that Jasmine cannot stand that damn Haley. None of us can really. Thank you, Jasmine, as always. We got my big brother, my resident gentleman James. He said some wonderful words about it's too late to put the toothpaste back in the tube. I don't know what that meant, but if you go back, you'll know what he mean. Read his comment. James always has the most funniest and yet wise things to say on here. I thank you, James. We got Mr. Parms. Hey, Mr. Parms. He says Francesca is spoiled. Ain't she spoiled? She's a little heifer, ain't she? But they cast her cute. She's a little cutie patootie. And Michael also said that the girl who plays Samantha, she just turned 31. 31 on January 10th. We got Glenda Watkins. Hey, Miss Glenda. She says, as much as she loves Nicole, honey, She doing too damn much. I said that yesterday, honey. She don't make sexy look good. She make it look real cocky. We got Miss Welder. She said that she listened to me every day, sometimes twice. Thank you so much, Miss Welder. I thank you. We got my boo Lightning Storm. Hey Lightning, he said kickball, Bloody Mary. Yeah, all still was going on in the 80s too. Yep, yep, yep. I remember those days. I thought you was young. I don't know. I thought you was young. What, you about my age? We got Peace Angel. My Peace Angel always has something wonderful to say. She says Nicole was feeling frisky in them streets, wasn't she, girl? She sure was. We got Miss Teach Jazz. Hey, Miss Teach Jazz. She says it's getting hot in here watching Beyond the Gates. That snow is actually melting outside, honey. That Nicole was tonguing down Kaya, wasn't she? We got Linda Thornton. She says Nicole better invest in some right? I thought about that too, girl. I really thought about that for real, for real. Teacher Jazz, she says, good to see that seniors are hot. Yeah, that damn Vernon had that nose pressed on her neck. That was so funny. And Teacher Jazz also says it was a great nod for them talking about the Wheatley High School. That's in honor of Miss Phyllis Wheatley, our great poet. She also says it looks like they're grooming Anastasia to be the next Dupree antagonist. I hope so. I mean, I'm getting sick and tired of Leslie. Jasmine says that the word I was trying to think of when you have a woman dating two men is polyamorous. Thank you, Jazz. We got Miss Sin. She says kickball was my favorite back in the day. It was mine too. Sin also says agree with Shanice. Once you say it's dead at work, then that's when all hell breaks out. You right, girl. Sin also says another YouTuber thinks that Jessica and Samantha are going to win. I think so too. They're going to win that cotillion. Sin also says Naomi, tell them how you really feel about what's going on. Yeah, she get on my fucking nerves. Sin also says Nicole, girl, you out in these damn streets being all fast. Carlton, wasn't he mad? I mean, he was pissed. Child, I thought he looked so sad, Sin. He looked so sad. Jasmine says, I'm sick of Billy Beanstalk. Honey, she can't stand Bill. House of Sir James. Hey, nephew. Hey, boo. He says, this was a good episode, but I wanted just a touch more energy from Anita and Danny toward Anastasia. I agree. I think that they were a little bit too calm with that bitch, but I definitely agree. We got Elizabeth Lassiter. Hey, Elizabeth. She said, Nikki was all in the way outside today. Was she all the way outside today, girl? She was all the way outside today. Just dancing and snaking and all that other shit. Go ahead, Nikki. And Jasmine says, Nasty Nikki is getting her groove on, ain't she, honey? I didn't read everybody's full statements, but I, wanted to hit it and quit it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about that hit and quit. But I wanted y'all to know that y'all words are important here. They really are. I really appreciate when you guys take the time to come over here and talk to me and talk to each other and, support each other and big up each other and everything. And on one of my other channels, I have Tyrone. He says uh Tyrone Thompson, he became a new member today. Hey, thank you, Tyrone. That's like 4 months ago. Some of this stuff I don't even be seeing. So thank y'all to my members. I'm working on something for y'all. I promise. I'm working on something for y'all. I know it's been quiet over there, but I'm definitely working on something for my members. When I find out something, I share it with y'all. Okay, let me go ahead and get this party started, honey. We're going to go ahead and do our full audio recap of episode number 30. Is that where we at now? Let me make sure. Hold on for a second. Episode 30, season 2, Beyond the Gates, where we have a good time with voices and everything in between. All right, you ready? I'm ready, baby. Let's get this party started in 5, 4, 8, 3, 2, 1. And honey, we open up the damn episode with Joey standing at his bar in the hole in the wall, and then Leslie with her monochromatic burgundy on. Morning, partner. I hate that smile. I mean, her smile is beautiful, but it's her shield of protection because she makes it seem like she's always cool, calm, and collective. So she called Joey her partner. Joey's like, you ain't no my fucking partner. I just love the smell of freshly brewed coffee. He looking at her like, what the fuck are you doing here? Pour me one, will you? He looking at her like, I ain't no damn waiter. I'm the owner, bitch. I'm in the mood for a hot, steaming cup of Joey. Whoever wrote that line, you wrote that, okay? I got you. I got you. I wasn't aware that we was having a meeting scheduled this morning, Joey said. We didn't. What I came to say needs to stay off the books. Well, Nicole Dupree, as I live and breathe. Honey, we are at the country club, and that is Vanessa greeting her bestie, Nicole, honey. floating. I don't even see that Nicole's feet is touching the floor, honey, after the night that she had with Kyle. Let's see what they're going to talk about. Oh, please stop. I'm the one who should be grateful that you squeezed me in, Nicole said. I'm sure this week is prime time for your businesses. Well, oh yeah, Valentine's Day is basically our Christmas. Vanessa's for for heart attach. I got you. I got you. I'm sure that heart attacks gives a whole new meaning to jingle bells. That's what Nicole says. Nicole, I mean. Absolutely, she says. This is what Vanessa says. The marrieds typically like to stick close to home and do the chocolate, flowers, dinner routine. But the singles need and deserve their own kind of a companionship. Which you happily provide, don't you, bestie? Shit, Vanessa said that's one of her greatest joys, baby, because it fattens her pocketbook. So, what about you, girl? Vanessa asked Nicole, how are you celebrating the day of love? Ah, things are still unfolding. Like your legs last night, girl. So Vanessa was like, oh, girl, don't fret. I mean, Carlton seems like the romantic type. I'm sure he's got a big, beautiful, grand gestures in the plans for you. I have no doubt that Carlton is not in the mood to shower me with affection, especially after seeing me out with Kyle yesterday. Uh-oh, Vanessa says, is he the jealous type? With reason, Nicole says, like the scorching hot kiss he witnessed. Wait, look, between you and, Nicole says, Kyle, that could ignite any kind of jealousy. Honey, but I'm so here for you locking lips with that gorgeous man. But I'm sure that it also put a damper on things, right? Look who's talking. Vanessa, your whole marriage, you was, polyamoring all through there, and Doug knew about it. So, girl, you better not be trying to talk Nicole out of this. Shit, Nicole was like, for me, honey, not at all, honey. Her face was like, shit, fuck that. Without a doubt. Yeah, he jealous. Yeah. Honey, so we're at the hospital and we see Carlton getting off the elevator. And of course, his mind, they've been doing this flashback shit. They've been locked in that. So they show when he was at damn Uptown watching Nicole just tonguing the fuck down out of Kyle. He don't even look good, y'all. He looked really just out of sort. So he goes behind the damn nurse's station. And so Shanice was like, good morning, doctor. Why is Mrs. Plure still complaining about lingering pain, bitch? She looking at her motherfucker. Good morning, I said. I ain't sleep with you last night. Shit. Damn. Did you not give her the hydrocodone that I ordered, damn it? Shanice was like, I did. Mrs. Pruitt like to cry damn wolf so she can hoard pain pills for later. I already clocked her ass. Tablet. He didn't even ask her, like, can I have the tablet, please? Or talking about her iPad tablet. Just keep an eye on the patient, please. He ain't even looking at her. He's so pissed. Ooh, I don't like you, Carlton. You was fake the whole time. You mean like a motherfucker. You mean. I thought you was real nice. I knew it was something about you I didn't like. You fine and everything, but I knew it was something about your ass that I didn't like. I have another surgery at 10. Make sure that it's in the OR at 3. All right. So we see Ted show up with his Miami White and his Miami Vice cream, honey. And so she sees him, she sees him and she tells Carlton, yes, all right, I'll check on Mrs. Pruitt. She's slick, but she's hilarious, honey. Did she ever tell you about the story time? It seemed like Shanice is talking like that to him so that Ted can see how nasty he's been responding to her. Shanice, I know exactly what you do, girl. Let's see how he gonna bite her head off and see how Ted is gonna react. He was like, bitch, and the OR. God damn it. And I don't normally say that, y'all, but that's how he looked. She's like, I will try to get it reserved for you. And so Ted is walking closer, like, what the fuck is going on? Why you talking about a lady like that? Fuck out of here. Ooh, he said, just do your fucking job and handle it, nurse. God dog it. He mean, y'all. I'm sorry. Carlton is off my list. Who said that? Was that on damn different world? that what's my lady name with the fro, her crazy ass. She's everybody black's mama. She was like, "You are off my list." So yes, honey, I'm putting a big old black X on that motherfucker. I don't like how he talk. When he don't have his way, he kirks the fuck out, and I don't like that. Kirks mean like, just get crazy and wild. That's how we talk in DC. But he kirks the fuck out, and I don't like how he is. He's snappy. I don't like that. So Ted interrupted him. Was like, "Whoa, motherfucker, what's your problem, Carter? Oh, now this is funny. You think you could just step to me and just because you and Shanice fuck my man, yo. Ted had to cut him off because he was finna be like, I'm going this gonna be my damn this gonna be my damn screenshot. Yeah, let's go back to that because he talking about because you and Shanice. Wait a minute, man. Don't be spilling all our tea out here in the lobby. Damn it. Shit. Yeah, I got his old tore up face as my thumbnail. That's exactly what the fucks I'm putting up there. Cause just you and her fucking no, that ain't what we talking about. Ted said, "My man, do not finish that damn sentence. Let me holler at your ass now." Shit. Then we get the bop, 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 bop. Nigga. Shit, I'm mad now. Shit. For some reason, after that damn that this time after that scene, hearing that damn intro, the bop, it made me mad. I could hear the drums more. The boom, 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 boom. Shit, that damn Carter made me pissed. He pissed me off talking to Janice like that. Shit. And otherwise, I wouldn't want you working on me on the OR when you mad like that, honey. You might be cutting something on my face, seeing damn Nicole's face, and giving me a damn scar because you mad at her. You don't need to be working on nobody face, lumbars and the damn feet and shit, whatever you doing. You pissed like that. Shit. All right, we're back at we are at Bill Hamilton and Associates, and we see uh Tomas comes in, and Caroline is there in his office, but of course, Bill and Haley are probably still at the hotel. Good morning, Tomas says. You got the summons too? Yep, Caroline says. Bill says, yep, meeting in my office when I arrive. Has he mentioned anything to you about Haley? He says. Yeah, Caroline says she's out of the hospital and recovering. She tells him that they're staying at the hotel until they get the security updated at the house. I cannot believe that she was mugged. I'm just looking at while I'm doing this at the beginning. I see that Tara, I saw yours. I didn't see it for some reason. When I look at the comments, it doesn't show everybody's comments. So I saw that you made a comment. So I wanted you to know that I read it, baby. And your name, I'm seeing your name right now. Saying it, baby. Tara. All right, back to the show. So Caroline was like, damn, you always think that shit can't happen to you. Hmm. Bill will Bill would probably wants to know what he's missed since he's been out the office. Tomas said. Shit, Caroline's like, I got a shitload of texts from his ass each and every day asking me to order this and follow up on that and this and that. She said, so let me translate this morning's message for you, Tomas. He's fucking pissed. Mm, guess we'd better brace ourselves. Is that bacon I smell? This is Haley with her robe on, and they're at the hotel, the same hotel that everybody stays at. And we see croissants, eggs, bacon. Okay, yeah, that's the type of breakfast that you should be eating. I tell you, that damn Bill, no, he be wearing them fucking suits. He got on a gray suit. That's a big nigga. I don't like. All he gotta do is put his whole hand on her face. He's a big one. He says, yeah, we have bacon, scrambled eggs, and waffles. Yeah, I just decided to get the whole spread for my baby. He said, don't worry, I didn't sneak a body. I'm still sticking to my delicious elimination diet, so. Oh, thank you, baby. You're welcome. So he's looking at her face. Let me see. Child, she's so fake and fucking phony. How you feeling, baby? He asked. "Oh, it hurts like hell, but I'm okay. I'm strong." Yes, you are. Yes, you are. My Haley, baby. Yeah, like getting it hit in the face is like my yearly penance for living behind the gates. So first Danny, now this. Yeah, not funny. So did you sleep all right? I slept like a baby with your arms wrapped all around me all night long. Yes, I'm being extra. Yeah.
It's nothing like having my loving husband here to protect me. I can't believe it that it all happened at all. Oh,
Girl.
like I was so scared, Bill. Thank God I have you here to help me through this.
Yeah, he says. Well, yeah, you don't have to worry about that anymore, okay? You're safe now. I'm right here. There's nowhere else in the world I'd rather be. She give that little sneaky smile looking at us, honey, with that old sneaky look in her eyes. So he done ate you out now. Now he finna feed you. Okay. Y'all know that's what the fuck she said. He's like, I hope I did well. Oh my God, you gave like you never gave before. Y'all know the fuck he did. Y'all know he did that. Excuse y'all if y'all young. Get y'all asses out the room while grown folks having a conversation. Y'all ain't supposed to be in here listening anyway. Well, if you've gotten yourself into trouble, then I'm sorry. We're back at the hole in the wall, and this is Joey talking to the lens. But I don't think I can be of any help. Ah, you and I both know that I'm more than capable of getting out of harm's way. I need help with a private matter. Then I suggest that you reach out to a trusted friend. She ain't got any. Funny you mentioned friend. Marcel Malone. Is he one of yours? The detective? Well, I know him just as much as I know of any other cop in this town. Which is well, I presume, given your line of business collaborators. No, my interactions with the boys in blue around here usually involve them hauling me in and trying to pin someone else's crime on me. Dang, I was hoping you'd be more insightful for me. I know, he says, I'm such a disappointment because she said she was hoping that he would give her more insight on Marcel. He ain't gonna give you nothing. You're not trustworthy. And even if he tried to tell your ass, you will be in the middle of a damn party telling everybody what you fucking know. So no, he don't trust you. Why would he trust you? Girl. Yeah, I'm really such a disappointment, but feel free to show yourself out. Please, bye. Go, bitch. So he goes and sits down at that old nasty ass poker table. She goes right behind him and sit right down, and then she starts sliding more and more closer to him. She knows that she has something there, something, and he's not being hard on her, and I don't know why. So, honey, we at the hospital, baby. I'm sorry, the hospital. And Ted, when he took down Carlton in the corner, he said, "Look, man, I shouldn't have to remind you that speaking to any of our staff like that is beyond inappropriate. Mother, what the hell's gotten into you, man?" You're right. I'll apologize, Carlton says. It's already been a long day and I had an even longer night. So he was like, look, Ted was like, look, I don't even want to know what you and Nicole be doing after hours, all right? No, well, not that it's any of your business, bro. But I wasn't with Nicole's ass last night. Seems she had other plans. Whenever they talk about something weird, we hear the PA. Nurse Johnson, come right away. I guess she's calling Shanice. Nurse Johnson, can you come over, bring your ass over here right away? So Ted asked Carlton, do you want to talk about it, bro? Absolutely not. Thank God. He was like, look, man, if you tired, Ted says, and your head ain't in the right place right now, I'll scrub in for you, bro. Look, if I couldn't have done my job, I wouldn't have brought my ass to work, he said. Yeah, he says, you okay? I'm annoyed. I ain't reckless. I'm like, all right, all right. I don't want you to be cutting on me being annoyed now, because you might start seeing her face, her body. Shit. He talking about he would never put his patients in harm's way. So he walks out from Ted. I don't know why he just didn't, talk it out. Get it off your chest. Because Nicole is not changing for you, honey. She was in a marriage for 20 years. She did it right. And it still worked out wrong. It was only because her choice, because Ted didn't want Leslie anymore. I mean, he did at one point. But it was her choice. She didn't want him no more. So, but she said, I'm having a good fucking time. Fuck that. Yeah. So we're back at the country club. So Vanessa was like, well, situations like that bring out every bit of ounce of testosterone in men. It's like they suddenly regress to cavemen. Yeah, men don't like to share, honey. They don't want to share. Well, not Kyle, Nicole says. He wasn't phased in the least. We talked and danced, and then we retreated back to my place for some privacy. Privacy, too, Vanessa says. Let's just say that man is multi talented. And then Vanessa shook her teeth to us and she said, I knew it, bitch. You know how some people can sense weather patterns? They get a feeling in their knee and know a rainstorm is coming. I told y'all about that shit yesterday, didn't I? In my daughter's knee. Don't let it snow too bad. Didn't I say that? I'm telling you, that's that sha-ra-ra power. I can spot a man and whether or not he's skilled at satisfying a woman. Nicole was like, honey, so that's one of your many, many talents, honey. Precisely, Vanessa says. And she was like, and right now I am detecting a hint of remorse. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed Kyle every second. But Carlton has been nothing but forthcoming with his feelings. And he was really stung when he saw me with another man. I told you. Carlton said that he was cool with it in that office when he was trying to talk all smooth to her. But when a man see that shit, it's a whole different violin that you got to play with that band, baby. You gonna see it and you gonna pull out the really small violin. Then you're gonna walk out with your head hung low. So Nicole asked Vanessa, like, shouldn't I feel bad about that? Vanessa asks her, well, what the fuck do you want from Carlton or Kyle or from whoever? What do you want, girl? The freedom to explore this awakening. I want to take time with this new version of myself. Shit, it ain't like I ain't been honest about my intentions. Then, honey, you have no reason to feel even a shred of guilt. Facts. You deserve to step fully into Nicole 2.0 and enjoy every part of her. I'm sorry, every part of her, girl. Have fun. That's how I live. I'm perfectly capable of defending myself. Shut up, Shanice. Now, I ain't gonna never say shut up to her. But you're being just, I'm sorry, we're back at the hospital. And so she's talking to Ted about the fact that she could defend herself. No, you know how to act professional. Ted Ted was checking on his friend. He was checking on that's still his boy, right? He was checking on his friend. That's all. I mean, if you got some issues, I can step in and tag team, and I'll step in and do the cutting and everything for you. But that's what he was doing. And yeah, I'm sure he was defending her, but I think he was more so checking on his friend. Ted says, I know. And she looks up. She says, but thank you. She says Carlton is feeling away because he walked in on Nicole and Kyle on their date last night. When I tell you that damn Shanice will tell her everybody's business but her own. She only Ted knows about her fear of birds, but I bet you nobody else knows. Ah, Ted says, so that's why he's in his damn head. Shanice says, she does seem to have that kind of effect on men, don't she? Wouldn't you agree, honey? And she walks away, flips that hair and walks away. He looking like, huh? Babe, I would like to stay longer, but I really have to get to the office. This is Bill talking to little Haley, little black eye at the hotel, honey. So he finna go up in there and turn over desks because we already know that Caroline said that he pissed. So yeah, I heard you have that deposition today. Don't worry, I'll be fine. He said, okay, good. As he's putting on his nice coat, he said, but I already called the hotel security. All right. And they are all on high alert. Girl, ain't nobody fucking around with no damn Haley. And I'm gonna ask Caroline to come sit with your ass too. I know you ain't. She'll be busy today too. And besides, babysitting isn't just in her job description, babe. He said, well, okay then. Won't you just come on and bring your ass on the office with me? Because I don't want to keep my eyes off you. So let me put you on my back like a backpack. Backpack, backpack. Hey, backpack, back. Who y'all know that from? That's from damn Dora, baby. Used to love that damn song. Backpack, backpack. Dun 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 bum bum dun bum bum them to get to hey bum bum to get to better dun for you. Hey, backpack, 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 backpack. Oh, I'm getting an Amazon package. Yeah.
Bill, look in my face. I am not going anywhere in public till this goes down. Look at it. Stop it. No, no, I'm not going nowhere.
He's like, well, you still are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. When I tell you, he likes to rescue. He really likes to rescue. What is it about the fact that she has this bruise on her face that makes him feel like he needs to just scoop her up and don't let her leave his sight? It's like, I don't get it.
Mm. Oh, hubby points for you. But we both know you're lying. Seriously, now I am fine. Okay, I'm just gonna put on a little Cardi B. Take a good hot bubble bath, and then I promise to check in. Does that help?
Okay, well, then I'll be waiting for your text. Every hour on the hour. So as soon as he leaves, baby, she on the phone. Hey, I'm at the Bowman, room 917. I guess she called him cuz. Can you get here?
No, I'm not doing this on the phone. Hurry up.
Okay, and use the service entrance. All right, mother. Bye. So get to the back to the hotel. Randy shows up. She opens the door. He was like, damn, sheesh, you got to knock the knock the fuck out.
Shut up. Did anybody see you? Bring your ass in here.
Nah, I use the service entrance just like you said.
Oh, good, good.
You really got to give your cuz more credit. I did lay down from Joey for months now without him knowing that I was even in town. Remember that? Remember that, cuz? Look now, what the fuck happened to your face?
It was tragic, really. I was mugged, she says.
He said, see? He said, I thought so, but now I know for sure. So what's your next move? He says.
Excuse me?
He said, look, your ass can't play, all right? You were worried that you were losing Bill's attention, and this your way right here with that shiner. This is your way of getting it back. He said, big ups to you for thinking outside the box. He drew a box right there in the middle of the air. Go ahead, Randy. I have a frat brother who's kind of like he sounds like him and everything. He's an actor too. Hopefully one day you guys will see him in movies. He's fine, handsome, and I can see my frat brother on here. He probably could have been Randy. But anyway, yeah, they remind me so much of each other, so much.
Listen, all I know is I better be on a ballot for next year's Oscars because I've been on my Viola Davis.
That's what my brother, I have a brother, y'all. He calls me Viola Davis. That's him trying to be a smart ass. I don't take no offense to it because I'm doing my thing anyway.
That fool has no clue.
Caroline, what do I need to know before this Dunlap deposition? He comes right in there. No good morning. No how y'all doing. They just standing in the office and he comes in there like a whirlwind. It's all right there in those envelopes, boss. The documents you requested just arrived from the court. Tomas, why did I get a notification that you filed for an extension from the Morris case? There was an issue with Mrs. Aldrich. She needed an emergency DRO, so I had to set Miss Morris aside. I spoke with the opposing counsel, though, and they were fine with it. Well, I ain't fucking fine with it, Bill says. Yes, sir. Move it back to priority one. Bill, I know that there's a lot going on today, Caroline says, but I wanted to ask about Haley. We've all been worried. Well, my wife's been attacked, and the coward who did it is still out there somewhere, so how do you think she is, Hamid? He's so mean. Who do you love, Bill? Only yourself, I guess. Damn, and his girls. But he don't even know how to treat them right. So Caroline tells him, just let her know if there's anything she can do. And Tomas says, send it from me, Bill. Anything at all. We're so sorry that it happened. Yeah, yeah, right. Me too, yeah. So what you're saying is that I'm not a hoe for jungling two men? We are back at the country club, baby. That is what Nicole is asking her bestie. So you're telling me, girl, that I ain't no hoe. Heoheaux. I ain't no hoax for juggling two men. She was like, bitch, have you met me? Better yet, have you met you? That is never a word that I would ever use to describe my friend, Vanessa tells Nicole. Honestly, me either. But I had a discussion with Kat about it. Kat is a fuddy duddy. So Vanessa says, well, the sting of a daughter's disapproval. Nicole says, there is nothing wrong with sex positivity.
Still, I just cannot shake this feeling, baby, that all eyes are on me. Girl, ain't nobody, they looking at your mammy, but they ain't paying no attention to you, girl. Well, if you coming in there dressed half naked, yeah, all eyes on you. Duh. How in the world you gonna say that? Vanessa, go out with her tonight. If she chooses to go out with Kyle or Carlton, she go to her wardrobe and see what she pull out, and then you'll know that yeah, all eyes are on her for sure. We live in a community, girl, that judges everything from the shoes on your feet to the type of car that your assistant drives. Wow, Mona must drive a real boss car. Damn. I mean, so what if Carlton fills up your emotional tank and Kyle matches your freak? It's no one's business except for the consenting adults involved, girl. I mean, it's good to have them both in one, though. Only if everyone in Fairmont Crest was as supportive as you are, my friend. Honey, please don't get it twisted. Clean up those old judgmental ass people. Hold double memberships at Heart Attach. Probably what's her name? Anastasia. She probably got 10 year membership. Like Vanessa says, we all would be a lot better off if we would just stop fucking judging and focus on our own happiness. And that bitch said a word right there. Period. Amen. Thank you, Vanessa. You have been more gracious to me than I was with you when you first started your relationship with Joey. Yes, she is. You were very judgmental, girl. He has a reputation, Vanessa says, and you would not have been a good friend if if you didn't show some concern. Now, do not waste another brain cell on those tired old gossips. You just keep being the brilliant, sexy, confident woman you've always been. I love Nessa. I know James don't like her, but I'm that type of friend. I'm not going to judge. Yeah, big up your sis. Now, if it was a worry or concern, yeah, sis, I'm worried. But when it's like that, yeah, I like her. She's a good. I like her. I really do like Vanessa. She's one of my top characters from this show. Is there something that I can help you with, Dr. Richardson? We're back at the hospital, and this is Shanice asking that to Ted. Ted is like, yeah, there is. Well, I assume that your shift started early. She said, "Mhm, it did. So that means you are due for a break. I had a big breakfast and I wore comfy shoes today. So I think I'm good. Why are you doing this, Shanice? You know you like him. What's this about? What is this about, girl?" He was like, "Oh, come on, Shanice. I'm trying here, okay?" He says, "We really do need to discuss what happened the other night." So they met back in his office, which I thank you, Ted. Instead of y'all meeting in the lobby, thank you. I'm glad that y'all are meeting in his office. He said, "First of all, I confronted Dana's ass about that old ridiculous stunt that she played the other night." Hmm. And what did she have to say about Pantygate? He says it don't fucking matter. I told her that whatever she was doing was she was being childish and it was stupid as fuck. And whatever she hoped it to achieve backfired on her ass. Because neither one of us fell for her scheme. It's sad to think, hey, we're not gonna make it. Yes, it's gotten to the point we just can't fake it. Yes. Don't y'all love that song by Jan? Not Jan. What's her name? Gladys Knight. Neither one of us has gotten to the point. That's what got me, you know, in that little mood. I can lip sync that damn song to no end. That thing is neither one of us want to be the first to say goodbye. Want to be the first to say goodbye. Yes, Lord. She says, okay, well, I'm really happy to know that you had a chance to tell her ass that, but you do realize that Leslie was not the problem, right? Well, she was trying to drive a wedge between us, Shanice, trying to apply that I was sleeping with her. She says, I have learned to not believe nothing that bitch said. She said, the real issue was, baby, was how you reacted when you saw Nicole out on a date. It had nothing to do with crazy ass. It's about you wanted to, you know, you was concerned about her little outfit she had on and who she was with. How was I supposed to feel knowing that seeing that you were upset, seeing her out and sexy with a new man? Again, I'm sorry, he says. I wasn't expecting it and I didn't respond well. She said, that's proving my point, Ted.
Even if you feel like you're ready to move on, I cannot force the timeline of your damn healing. Yes. My goodness. I dated a man in college who swore to me that he was ready to move on from his ex. But every time that motherfucker ran into her, he just locked the fuck up. Like his brain short circuited or something. And everything else in the room disappeared to his ass, including me. Damn. Yeah, he definitely wasn't over her. She says, and I will not put myself through that shit again. Nor should you, he said. Look, I don't take you for granted, Shanice. He says, I really do want you to believe that. She says, I should apologize too. I shouldn't have ran out like that and I let my emotions get the best of me. Well, she stands up and he's right in her space. I know she's like, God, I want to kiss this man so bad. She says, I'm glad that we were able to talk about it and, we've come to a good space. Yeah. He says, well, I disagree. He says the emotion was good, but that also means that you care. And so do I. He says, I think that we're building something special, Shanice, as he grabs her hand. He says, I want to fight for it. Now, one thing about Ted, he's a fighter. He did a lot of fighting when it came to Nicole, and he's not one to just walk away and give up that easy. That's one thing about him that I do think is super dope, is that he will fight. I encourage you to look at this next chapter as an adventure in self discovery. That is what Vanessa tells her bestie as they eat over a plate full of fruit. Like I said, these people are always eating strawberries and watermelon and berries and cantaloupes. And I guess those are the safest moisturizing fruit foods when it comes to this show. I wonder, is like the air very dry there? Is it like cold there a lot? Because they always are eating that very robust water filled fruit so that their voices can stay on top of it. It's interesting. Well, sad, Nicole says. Are you sure you didn't get board certified behind my back? I'm far from a licensed professional, girl, but I have experience that's taught me something. It's no secret that that Doug and I had an arrangement. When Donnell and Deanna left for college, things changed between us. I see relationships dynamics change all the time with empty nesters. Lord, you speaking a word right there, honey. Doug's mistress was the hospital, and he threw himself into work, which I now know was his way of digging himself out of debt because of his second mistress, gambling. While she's talking, when I tell you that Nicole put the biggest piece of watermelon in her mouth, that piece was probably, you open up your hand and look at the palm of your hand, baby, it was probably half that size. And she gobbled it. Men, did y'all see that? She put it in there. She didn't bite that shit. She put that whole thing in her mouth without even thinking about it. She says, but that left me to service my needs in my own way. This is Vanessa still talking. Did you primarily connect through people through the service? Yes, Heart Attach was a wonderful starting point, but I also stayed open to the present. If I met someone at a business mixer or a restaurant and we hit it off, I let us hit it off. It was discreet, of course, but I stayed open to the possibilities, and I encourage you to do the same. Oh, honey, I am, Nicole says, having my fill with just two men. Girl, I ain't trying to go more than that, honey. Not even sure if I can have and add any more to my plate. I'm sure that's enough. You might just have one the way Carlton is around there acting. It's all so sad. Shit, Vanessa was like, don't knock it till you try it, bitch. Oh, I wish I could have a ladies' night just talking about. Jeez Louise. Oh, ladies, I got some stories. Thank God. I'm here. I can inhale, exhale. I got some stories. Jeez Louise. Vanessa tells her, try it all. I mean, until you feel like you've had enough, girl. Vanessa, it sounds like to me you trying to recruit her to try some of your heart attached guys. Mm. Nicole says this, and this resonates with me too. How do I know when that is? Um, oh, I'm going to tear up. We're not doing that, Shar. You'll meet one person, Vanessa says, who doesn't check off a single box. They'll complete the list. And I know that for sure with my sir. He completes my list. So Nicole asks her, so is that what you found with Joey? And Vanessa says it is. I don't know that Nicole. I don't know if it's those two gentlemen. It might be somebody else. You've both been in the area for a long time. So what did Marcel do before he became a cop? We're back at the hole in the wall. I forgot they were on this episode. This is Leslie grilling the fuck out of Joey, and Joey's like, "This bitch. Why do you want me to tell you about this man? Why you can't go and ask him for yourself? He is just so tired of her." So she asked him that question. He looking at her like, just he ain't said shit. Oh, come on, Joey, you are killing me here. Like, literally, that's what he want to do. How am I supposed to suss out if he's suitable to be my boo without this information? You're using me as reconnaissance because you want to go on a date? I mean, yeah, before I go any further, I need to be prepared. Hey. And what's his soon to be ex wife like? He said, how the hell would I know? And why the fuck would I even care about your love life in the first place? I'm going to ask you a question, Leslie, and I'm only going to ask this shit once. And I strongly encourage you to consider your response. He leans in real close to her ass because she tried to be leaning into him to his space. When he got into her space, she started leaning back a little bit, like she was like, "Oh shit." That's why, like their energy. I like their energy because they match. They're equal. Like I like it when she talks to him and gets with him because he's. It's like she cannot outpower him, although she tries to. She can't. But then there's something there in him that lets her a little bit, just a little bit. That's why I like when I see them on screen. I really do like them together on screen. It's not a sexual chemistry, it's not that at all. But I feel like when it comes to power, she's no match for Nicole. No, Danny possibly. I haven't seen them, head to head yet. Anita, no. But when it comes to this man, most definitely, definitely. Why are you asking me about Detective Malone? He says to her. And you remember, bitch, your answer better be the fucking truth. Child, we back at Bill's office. I ain't got about to go to his bullshit. Him trying to be the victim and her trying to be the victim. He's there telling Caroline and Tomas about what happened. He's so, oh, I was just beside myself. Oh my God. Bye, Bill. Bye. Talking about that she tried to call him, but he missed it. No, you ignored it. You push damn ignore. That's what you fucking did. It's not for you to blame yourself. The only guy that you should be blaming is the guy who cared about a few bucks, and rather than human life. That's what Caroline said. Girl, I ain't going through this bullshit. And the Oscar goes to Bill Hamilton for worst husband on this show. So Bill goes on and talks about he's happy that she wasn't by herself. Who was with her, Bill? Lynette. Thank God she got to the hospital. So while Bill is talking, Tomas is looking like, Lynette, what the fuck she doing there with her? Why was she there? Yeah, he's looking very suspicious about that. Lynette Wise, he says. Yeah, the woman that we're, working with on the case, the embezzlement case. And so Tomas wants to know, well, what they doing together? We're back at the hotel, and Randy is looking at damn Haley's face, talking about that looks as real as when Big G knocked me the fuck out when I took his girl to the drive-in. She's like, that's because it's ill. It is real. And it still hurts, nigga. So back the fuck up. Dang. He's like, nah, nah, nah. Don't even try that shit. There ain't no way that you could have did that to yourself. I didn't. I forgot to mention that we're back at the hotel. So he says, so who? So he clicked. It clicked. He said, Haley, why? Lynette was more than happy to lend a hand. And see, now y'all got too many people in the game now. Y'all like to say about, that tell me about the play. Y'all add one more person. That wasn't good. He was like, yeah, I bet. So let me ask you something. When she hit your ass, did she happen to knock all the sense out of your damn head too? Chill out, Mr. Paranoia. No, chill out, Mr. High Roller. Paranoia doesn't suit you. This is what Leslie tells Joey when we come back to the hole in the wall at the nasty table. I'm really curious about Mr. Marcel's past. So if you have any intel on his soon to be ex, that would be even better. Joey says, you telling the truth. He was looking at her in the face. It's like, damn, you are telling the fucking truth. Oh, God. I'm surrounded by idiots in this town. All right. I came to you because you are one of the few that has an actual brain and a long list of connections. He says, I feel like I've been sucked into a circle of hell. I never knew existed. Wait, please, because he was getting up, trying to walk away from her. I need to talk to someone. Anyone other than my daughter, okay? Because she ain't got no friends except for Jan. Well, I mean, there's no secret that I don't have many friends here. Girl, that's your fault. Well, you know what? I think that you would benefit real good by going to speak with a good therapist. In fact, I can recommend one. Oh, but you burned that bridge when you slept with her husband and blew up her marriage. Youch. See? This big old fucking smile. I came to the right person. Crazy ass. You bite like me. We are kindred spirits, Mr. Armstrong, and they are. I hate to admit that shit. She's more out there. Joey is more behind. But honey, everybody wanted to come to remember Haley, she wanted to jump on his bones. He was the mark at first. And when she saw him and how handsome he was, I'm talking about Leslie, she's like, damn, he fine. But Vanessa ain't gonna play that shit. She keeps talking with Kindred. So while they talking, Vanessa was like, bitch, am I interrupting something? Hello. Shit. So Tomas, we're back at Bill's office. So Tomas wants to know, was Haley delivered meeting with Lynette on her own? Was it for firm business? Yeah, she was delivering the paperwork, Bill says, to let Lynette know that we was going to do her case pro bono. He says, in person. Oh, well, yeah, she just wanted to be nice, helping out. And then on her way back to the car, Bill says Haley was mugged and Lynette called the cop. So that's when Caroline was like, God, I can't imagine. He's like, yeah. Bill said, yeah, but this leads me to your ass. Why was Haley delivering documents in the first place? Ooh. He says, I don't give a fuck about how much she want to help. My wife ain't the damn errand girl, all right? You understand, Caroline, huh? Caroline says, understood. Good. Now that we're all settled down and every fucking thing, I need to get set up in the conference room. Damn, he bit her. He just bought her a car last week. Then they just went out to breakfast, right? Now all of a sudden you telling you chewing her out? My goodness, Bill. The person who you really know got your back like that. And you just all right, when that girl find the real deal about that damn Haley, she gonna dance. Oh, she gonna dance. I would think that a jewel in your partner would know this. But in this office, documents are delivered via messenger to ensure a clear record. Because Bill left, and this is what Caroline tells Tomas. So Bill chews her out, and then when he leaves, she chews Tomas out. He says, I'm fully aware of protocol. I have Lynette's paperwork on my desk ready to pick up. I thought you were scheduling that. Oh, Caroline says. We both got our wires crossed. Y'all keep them thoughts right there. Don't lose track now. Remember this day. Remember it. She says, and Haley took it upon herself to handle that shit without letting either of us know. Is that not strange to you? Doma says. So we're back at the hotel. Randy says, it's like your ass have forgotten every rule in the book, girl. You made it cuz you got the big house behind the gates, bitch. Then what you do? You invite the one thing that we trying to fucking get away from back to your front steps, bitch. You are wrong about and you are being played by her. Shit. Lynette is and will forever be about Lynette. You say that loud, but a few weeks ago, bitch, our plan was on track and she wasn't in that shit. What have you done for me lately, Janet Jackson? What have you done for me lately? I just talked about that control. Was it control? Yeah. Yeah, control. Yeah, it's on there. Yeah. Remember, I just talked about that album yesterday. I'm telling you, if that Sha Ra Ra and Richie Poo powers be going, girl. Now I just need some other stuff to manifest in my life, but it's coming. It's coming. Every day, Bill is drifting closer and closer to that old bitch, witch, Danny. I needed his focus back on me, and Lynette had a plan. And what do you know? It worked. Randy was like, bitch, why can't you ever just be fucking patient? First, you take it upon yourself. First, you take it upon yourself to up the fucking dose without consulting me. And then you go and get, she says, well, about that. Well, I didn't tell you, but Bill ended up seeing the doctor sooner than planned. So his labs came back abnormal. Randy was like, fuck. She's like, cuz, look, we are not in trouble, okay? Like I was saying, the labs came back abnormal, but the toxins didn't show. They just want to monitor his ass just to make sure it evens out. They think that it's an allergic reaction. Ain't that funny? Let me guess, he says. Your ass went and told Lynette. Hell no, I'm not stupid. And before you go on, I stop spiking the tea. I mean, the numbers are gonna level out, okay? And we'll be perfectly in the clear. Wait a minute. So let me get this fuck straight. First we got to worry about the damn labs, but now you got the damn police chief tracking down your damn mugger, and you know Bill ain't gonna let that shit ride. Look, let me worry about my husband's preoccupations, okay? Sometimes her damn country accent, I baby, it always comes out. Where this child from? I know y'all will tell me that in the comments. By the way, my man is here. He's eating in the background, so if you hear a lot of chewing and slurping and bags, he's looking at me. They know they love me, so you can make all the noise you want in the background. He's slurping, y'all. And when he first came and saw me, it's nighttime, so do you know. He came and kissed me, what I tell y'all, on my neck, like he always do. And he said, it's already bad, Randy says, and your ass go and recruit the most best grifter of all of us. Yeah, because Nanette, like I told you, them damn eyes of hers, them their eyes, honey, they casted that girl real good. He said if her ass had to, that bitch would sell her own mammy down the river. Well, okay, well, Lynette's mother was a horrible piece of trash, so I can't even blame her. So Randy was like, exactly. Like Lynette had to grow up fast and she had to learn the game to survive that shit. I mean, can you really, really trust somebody like that, like that? She said, I really want to. Ooh, he said, bet because Lynette will be your damn $10 million mistake. Yeah, like when you have a little plan going on, two people is good. You know what I'm saying? Because you know each other, they cousins, they fam. But when you bring that third party in there, they tend to fuck everything up. Honey, we are back at the hole in the wall, and so Joy is explaining. Lucy, you got some explaining to do to Vanessa about why the hell Leslie all, melting all over his body, talking about they are connected, they are one. So he was like, well, Leslie was just here, have some questions, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to help her. Oh, what a shame, Vanessa says. Let me just see if I can offer her some guidance. Be my guest, Joey says. He gets the fuck out the way so that Leslie and Vanessa can have a convo. I assume that you're here on clinic business? Is that a question? Because if not, I strongly advise you to reconsider from popping your ass up, especially unsolicited. How many times have I told you I work with Joey? Only Joey. Vanessa's like, bitch, working with Joey means working with me. Oh, child, a tale as old as time. Oh, Vanessa looks her up and down, says, wannabes sticking their necks out too far? Hmm? Ooh, insecure woman who can't handle having sexy men. Relax, Miss Thing. I have my sights on another power player. Ciao, she says. Oh, we're back at Ted's office, and he tells Shanice that it killed him so much the other night when she told him that she felt like a consolation prize. He says, yes, I am adjusting to life after Nicole, but let me be real damn clear. Yes, he said, you are the only woman that I want, honey. Yes, Ted. He said, that ain't no shit that I'm just saying or trying to convince myself. And when I tell you, Shanice's eyes are like, oh my God, I just want to just lick you right here. She's locked in, y'all. He got her, honey. He got her. He says, it's a fact, baby. He said, there's a guiding wisdom that fills you and a light that surrounds you. You try to be poetic, T. He said, I couldn't help but think about that shit the other night when you left. Oh, when you're making me laugh at Orphy jeans or running the floor like a drill sergeant for your patience. And I am constantly in awe of you. And I would like another chance to show you how I feel, girl. My God, he says, can you give me another chance, Shanice? When I was a little girl in elementary school, instead of a boy would ask me to be his girlfriend, they wouldn't say, people would write little notes. They would say, you want to be my girlfriend? Yes or no? You would circle. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all old school. But my first boyfriend in elementary school, he asked me, can I have a chance? I was like, oh, what that mean? Now, sir, quick question. If you could say it in the background. When you asked a young lady to be your girlfriend, like the first time, was it like, will you be my girlfriend? Or was it like, can I have a chance?
Mine was on a piece of paper.
What did you say?
I wrote, if you like me and will be my girlfriend, check yes. Or if not, check no.
You wrote all of that? I thought it was just like, excuse me, y'all, if y'all heard that bang. I thought it was just like, if you want to be my girlfriend, check yes or no. He says, like, again, sir is very wordy. So I'm knowing him, he probably did write all of those words. So y'all, if y'all remember, put it in the comments below. What did you say or what did you hear from a person who wanted to date you? Like your very first girlfriend or boyfriend, whether you were 6 or 16. What did that person say? Like I said, my boyfriend in elementary school, I think I was like third or fourth grade, maybe. Yeah, third or fourth grade. He says, "Can I have a chance?" I was like, "Oh, what that mean?" So y'all tell me what they said. All right, back to the show. And like clockwork, Shanice gives Ted a kiss. Where did she give him a kiss, Shar? On the damn cheek. Like she grabs him by the chin, turns his face to the side, and gives him a kiss on the cheek. Period. I told you it's in her contract. She's not supposed to kiss him on the mouth at all. And it's very clear. She was like, "Well, how in the hell do you think I'm supposed to respond like that? Sounds like something out of a love song." Knowing Keith, that probably is a lyric from one of his love songs. He was like, Luther or Babyface, She said, "Oh, Luther." She said, "But to be honest, if you two kind of favor each other if you shake your head and if you squint out of one of your eyeballs." No, he don't look like no damn old skinny ass Luther. No, he don't. Now, if he starts singing, "If this world were mine," yes, then I'll be like, "Okay, Keith, you ain't never sang to damn Nicole before. You should sing to her, Keith." So she says, "Now that was really cute, but then now this drill sergeant has to get back to work." So they holding hands in his office, and it was getting close. And then all of a sudden, we hear a knock on the door. It's Nicole coming in there. I guess she came to see him. Whatever. "I hope this is not a bad time." Nicole says, "Oh no." Shanice says, "I was just about to head out. It's good to see you, Nicole." He was like, "Everything all right?" After Shanice left, she's like, "Everything is wonderful. I just needed to see you to set something straight." What? Girl, go somewhere. All right, so here come Caroline and damn Tomas doing some brainstorming about Haley. Like, why in the world did she deliver that paperwork without letting them know? So Caroline tells Tomas that he's just being nitpicky. I mean, why in the fuck would Haley deliver the paper? It's fine for her to connect with clients from time to time. It's cool. So Tomas is like, "Well, do you remember that Robinson case? Remember that case that it was a basic hit and run until Bill proved that it wasn't?" I'm sorry. "Do you remember the basic hit and run case that Bill proved that it wasn't?" So Caroline was like, "Yeah, I do. It's like Mrs. Robinson just took to her only. She kept inviting Haley to lunches, and she only wanted to talk to her ass, even though Haley was not an attorney." So he was like, "Well, do you remember what Haley's response to that was?" She wanted to stick to strict rules. She didn't want to get anything remotely misconstrued with that lady. So she was trying to die, she was dying to make sure that she proved her integrity, when she first got there to work for the law firm. So he's like, "Wait a minute. So integrity just goes out the window once you've proven yourself or you've married to the boss?" So damn Caroline was like, "Well, what exactly are you accusing her of?" He was like, "Nothing. Nothing exactly. There's something just seems to be off." First, she decides to ask the boss to take the case and do it as pro bono. Pro bono. My case. Why? We'll probably never know. So Caroline was like, "Wait a minute. This is about your billable hours. You having to take on another case to make up for this one? Please don't tell me, honey, that you're complaining about having to do your damn job." He says, "Look, I ain't got no problem doing my damn work. I am not the one who was gifted a brand new Mercedes just because. And I'm not the one who was handed a junior partnership uh, when someone like Pauline actually deserved that shit. Honey, she tells Tomas, too bad Cat doesn't have an affinity to women. He says, look, we've both got enough track, okay? We've both earned our place here. All I'm just saying is just think about it. Haley has lobbied for this woman, and now all of a sudden, has put herself in danger because of it. And now you're blaming Haley for getting robbed? No, 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 that is not my point. She just seems way more invested than usual. I know you see that shit. Bitch, you think this place is Fort Knox compared to how much it took for me to get the fuck up in here? This is Lynette over at the hotel to see Haley. She look cute with her little coat on. Go ahead, Lynette. Thanks for calling down and giving them the okay. Make yourself comfortable, Haley said. Wow, she looks around that little room. Forgive me for acting like I ain't never seen a nice place before. Girl, you just keep hitting the jackpot. This place is so much nicer than where I am, honey. You know what that means? She need a place to stay in that hotel. So what's up? Haley says. What brings you by, girl? I just came to check on you, Lynette said. And to bring me back my engagement ring, bitch. Oh, that beautiful, nice rock is safe. Just consider it my commission for bringing you and your marriage back together. If that man saw that you had your ring back, girl, our whole plan will be blown. Duh. Anyways, how you doing? I'm sorry, she was saying, how are you? Just shaking her head. Girl, you don't give a fuck about damn Haley. Haley talking about she's just in a little pain. But I will say that Bill has been the perfect doting husband ever since. See, bitch, I told you I knew what I was talking about, Lynette says. Okay, see, ain't I great, right? She's like, am I great? Like she was punching for real. Oh, am I great? Haley was like, great, bitch, because that punch fucking hurt. Just consider us even, Haley says, for when we ran this as we were kids. Lynette was like, girl, she says, ain't even close. Oh, so we're back at the hole in the wall. So Joy came back after Leslie had done left, and so he tells Vanessa, he asks her, "What'd you do? Drop kick her ass out of here?" I couldn't help but see the subtle hue of emerald in your eyes. You know what that is? Envy, jealousy. I tell you, Vanessa ain't jealous of that bitch. Me, jealous of Leslie. She was like, no. He says, well, she does have a reputation when it comes to men that are already spoken for. So she does. He says, but I got to admit, baby, I love seeing you territorial. Well, maybe I was a little bit caught off guard, but I just never should have unleashed that wild rabbit onto you. He was like, look, Leslie Thomas is definitely somebody I can handle. And anyway, she's taking way too much of my morning. So, Valentine's Day. What do you say? Yo, May, a bottle of 61 Dom, out on the town. Well, that's so sweet. I've been working so much between my listings and the service. I was just really looking forward to having a nice, quiet night in. So she doesn't want to go anywhere. She just wants them to have a quiet night in. She got some ideas that she want to throw on him. And you know, Joey's like putting in her hands, baby. He'll go for it. Well, we are back at Ted's office, and Nicole says, when I was out with Carlton and I ran into you and Shanice, it was awkward, sure. And that is to be expected as we navigate these new waters. But when you bumped into me with Kyle, you had a much different reaction. I was surprised, Ted said, by my new empowered look, you mean? He was like, yeah, I'm used to seeing you more polished and less. That is exactly why I'm here. You don't get to judge me. Not after everything we have been through. I am no longer yours to be concerned with. And I would really appreciate it if you kept your disapproval to yourself because neither is wanted nor needed. All right, Nicole, you better, go ahead, girl. He says, well, I'm sorry that I gave you that impression. I wasn't judging you, I was just shocked. But I can assure you that I have no intention of standing in your way. Good. I would think that we can get along for the sake of our kids and our grandchildren. So that means that you will accept whatever I wear and whomever I date because it is my choice and mine alone. Ted was like, you won't get no damn argument from me. Now, sir, I have a question. I have a question. Um, this is a Ted and Nicole are a former married couple. They're divorced. Nicole is a psychiatrist and she dressed very modest. The other night, when he was out with the other girl that you saw him with earlier, Nicole was out with, with a white dude. That's not a problem. but she was dressed very like cleavage and short skirt. He's not used to that. Now we know they know that we're divorced, and we know how your ex very modest. If she showed up like that, and we were out on a date, and you saw her coming out, and she dressed more different. Ted said that he was more concerned about her because he was shocked at how she was dressed. It's not that he wanted her back. He was just shocked, but I think that Nicole thought that he was wanted her back or try to tell her how to judge her or something. Tell me what you would do if you saw, and please don't mention any names because they don't know your name. But we know that your ex is very modest in her appearance. So I would love to know your thought about if you saw your ex and she had on something that was low cut or high, appearing like, and if we were out, how would you approach that?
Um, you're not my woman no more. And as long as she's not in an unsafe situation, he's not abusive to her, something of that nature, an adult. That's her business. As long as it don't affect me and mine and my kids, she dress how she want to dress. Not the woman I'm with. So,
But I just want to know what your thoughts are. It's like, if don't say no names, but
huh.
if you saw her show up, hopefully I'm not sounding far away. But if you saw her show up, and like that, and we're out at a club, because you know how I dress, but she doesn't,
I
and she,
probably,
uh-huh.
I'll be honest, I probably laugh to see her there. But at the same time, at the same time, I mean, if she out with something to do, that's her and him. As long as it don't affect my kids in a negative way. And now, if I see him be abusive to her or something like that, which I doubt that she would let that happen, but if I did, I would have to do something then. But other than that, that's her business. That's her new guy or what have you. And I'll clap for her, you know. So, nah, I'm not. Do have your fun.
Yep, that's what he would do, because his ex is very modest in her how she dresses and stuff. So I've always wanted to ask him that, and it's strange that he's here. We're about to go out in a few minutes to go check out our jazz set, but yeah, I mean, he said he would laugh, he would be shocked because she wouldn't even really be in a place like that, like uptown. So I think it's interesting. It's interesting. But like Ted says, he won't have any argument from her at all, from him, that do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm glad that we can come to this understanding, she says, and a little transparency. I'm not sure what's next for me on this journey, but I do know that it's just the beginning. So why even tell him that when it doesn't matter what he thinks? Why even be transparent with him? But hell, she chose what she chose for a reason. So we're back at the nurse's station. So Shanice is asking Carlton, how was surgery? It went well, just not used to being in the room that I requested. That's all. He's still pissed. Why you biting off Shanice's head? Go fuss at Nicole. So Shanice was like, I tried Carlton, but it was already booked for an organs transplant and my hands are tied. He said, oh yeah, I'm sure they were. Now, was this transplant booked before or after I requested the room? God, oh. She says, if I would have been able to schedule your preferred operating room, trust I would have done that shit. My goodness. Go take your panties out. You just got them all in a wad. She says, I ain't got no problem separating the personal from the professional, unlike your ass. She says, whatever you're going through right now, doctor, with all due respect, whatever you're going through, please do it on your own damn time because your issue ain't with me. So we're back at Bill's office, and so Caroline and Tomas are still brainstorming. She's like, "Look, it's not like Haley is not. It's like Miss Popularity around here, and everybody can see that Bill and Danny are still dancing around each other. I didn't even know that Caroline noticed that, but yeah, she did, huh?" So Tomas was like, "Yeah, I noticed that too, because he saw them kiss." So Caroline was like, "Have you? So just maybe you think that Haley that maybe she's taken to Lynette because she's lonely. And Haley has mentioned to Caroline that she could relate to Lynette, an outsider feeling like the whole world is against her. Whatever. So maybe she's thinking in her head that she's doing a good deed and in the process make a new friend. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's nothing. So he gets to go back to work on the Morris case, and so Caroline went to go check on Bill. Girl, I've already made your legal bills disappear. This is what Haley is telling Lynette. We're back at the hotel. Have you forgotten already, bitch? Lynette was like, no, God, no, girl. I mean, I'm grateful that you made that shit happen, but it's just, well, there really wouldn't be there would really wouldn't be any legal fees to begin with if you made the charges disappear. Ooh, girl, who the fuck you think I am, Houdini? I just can't make a whole case disappear. No, but your devoted head over heels husband can. Lynette, I ain't got that kind of pull. Lynette looked at her like, bitch, look at you. That man would do anything you ask him to do with the right level of persuasion. Yes, Bill is the best in the city, but even he can't promise to get a whole case thrown out, girl. Girl, that's too big to ask. Well, you know what, girl? I believe in you. Lynette was like, bitch, oh, you better believe in you because I got the ring. And I'm counting on you, Haley, to do your damn thing so that your husband can go and do his. What if I get you a nice hotel? Would that help? Oh, you do that for me? Lynette said. Okay, girl, I want one just like this. You did. And Bill came right on in there. Bill, baby, I wasn't expecting you so soon. So he said, well, your ass didn't text me like we agreed. So he looks at Lynette like, Lynette, what the fuck you doing here? And that is the end of episode number 30, season 2, Beyond the Gates with our special guest. Didn't y'all enjoy him? Yeah, my boo, sir. It's always good to get a male's perspective on the microphone. So let me go ahead and get all this mashed together. I'm hopeful I can get this up tonight. If not, y'all will have it first thing in the morning. All right. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. Say bye, baby.
Au revoir.
He says au revoir. He's so extra. Bye, y'all.